Ole Miss head coach Mike Bianco. Ole Miss head coach Mike Bianco, as he's done most every week for the last 2 months, walked out to meet the media Wednesday afternoon. However, he wasn't in uniform, opting instead for casual attire. He isn't allowed to be this week. That's because it's the final week of fall baseball practices, which culminates in the annual Pizza Bowl, a team-wide scrimmage open to the public, Friday at 6 p.m. CT at Swayze Field. It's a week run by the players, with the roster split into 2 teams and coached by senior outfielder Ryan Ole Miss and designated hitter Michael Fitzsimmons. "It's a great way to end the fall," Bianco said. "They've been out here for about 7 weeks. It's a chance for them to draft the teams and add some more competitive fire. I think we always have competitive scrimmages, but I think knowing that they picked these guys, Ryan and Michael, and they're on their teams and to watch them get after it, it's always a fun part of the fall." Ole Miss and Fitzsimmons were selected by the coaches to lead the teams due to the pair being the longest tenured players on the team. There, a draft was held, with the top pick determined by a coin flip. However, the draft did have a few rules. "Everybody's present," Bianco said. "To me, the coaches, we picked 2 older guys to coach the teams. Those guys have been in the program the longest, so they were the obvious choices. The only thing we try to do with the draft is put it as such: if somebody picks an outfielder, the other guy gets an outfielder and the next pick. If this guy picks a pitcher, you pick a pitcher and then you get the next pick. That way somebody's not loaded with the pitchers, or somebody's got all the outfielders and someone has all the infielders. That's the only way we dictate it. They flip for who's first pick. The one that doesn't have first pick is home team, and there it goes." The Pizza Bowl figures to be an offensive showcase. Ole Miss, which returns all but 2 of its lineup regulars from its 48-win 2018 team, has hit well all fall, save for about 8 innings in last weekend's 6-5 cumulative exhibition win over UALR. The Rebels smashed Delta State 20-3 in their first exhibition game. "We split up the teams every week and try to split them up as evenly as we can," Bianco said. "But it's baseball, and sometimes that's true and sometimes it's not. It's who plays the best. But I think if you look at both of these teams they've drafted, they're about as even that I've seen in quite some times. A lot of times you look at Team A and go, oh, wow, they got the best players, they're going to W and then Team B wins. This is about as even as I've seen it. You draft 2 teams and both lineups are really good," Fitzsimmons said. "It's hard. But we have a whole bunch of guys on this team that can really swing it." Fitzsimmons, a senior and the likely primary designated hitter once the season rolls around in February, said the players always embrace Pizza Bowl week. "The competition is fierce, and it's proven time and again to be a strong team-building exercise for the 4-month grind to come. It's a really good experience," he said. "It's really competitive. Kind of cool to see how our team's going to lay out. Our pitchers had a great fall, so it was really hard to pick. Me and Ole Miss have already started in on each other on Twitter, and in the locker room there's smack talk back and forth. It's fun. The winning team gets pizza and bragging rights for a year. Last season's Pizza Bowl changed to a 1-game format, and the rules were adjusted slightly. Pitchers were held to a 3-inning maximum. The offenses were allowed to pinch hit and run, but not until the 10th inning. Had the game gone to extras, each frame would have begun with the bases loaded and 1 out.